Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn Chinese with Christine. I'm so happy to see you all guys again here. And it's been a long time, I know that, because I had quite a lot going on in the past. And now we finally have time to talk about Chinese together. I'm so happy for it. Right, so in the last two videos we have talked about sentence le and verb le. So in today's video we're going to end all of the usage of le right here. So today's video is divided into 4 parts. They are the last usage of sentence le and put sentence le with verb le. And the third part is to put 2 le's in the same place. And the last part is very special. The last part is about the different pronunciation of le, which is liǎo. Right? I'm sure you can't wait for it. So let's get started with the first part, the last usage of sentence le. So this usage is to show the change of state, and it's a little bit trickier. So it's okay, I'm going to help you to master it. So this kind of le is used to indicate a new situation or change of state, like I said, because it's only used at the end of the sentence, and that's the reason why we call it as sentence le. So change of state le is used to draw attention to the fact the situation is now different from the past and the state of something has changed. In English, this might be expressed with now, or it's now the case, that if you wanted to really emphasize it. Right, so let's take a look at some examples. The first example, 他是老师了. 他是老师了, which means he is a Chinese teacher now. He is a Chinese teacher now. And here, I'm so sorry for mistranslating it. Actually, it should be, he is a teacher now, not Chinese teacher. Right, so in this sentence, if you delete le, it will become, he is a Chinese teacher, which is only used to simply illustrate his job. And the first sentence with le, if you say 他是老师了, it means he is a Chinese teacher right now, but in the past he was not a Chinese teacher, to show the change of his career. And the next example, 他很胖了. 他很胖了, which means he is fat now. Oh my god, that's so rude. Don't say it in the real life. Which means he's fat, yeah. And it means he was not fat in the past, but he is fat right now. And if you say 他很胖 by deleting le, and it means he's fat, which simply illustrates his figure right now. And the next example, 我不喝酒了. 我不喝酒了, which means I don't drink anymore. I don't drink anymore. And here it means I was drinking a lot in the past, but now I'm not drinking anymore. I don't want to drink at all right now. Another example, 他会用电脑了. 他会用电脑了, which means she can use a computer now. She can use a computer now, and which simply means she could not use a computer in the past, and now she masters this skill. The last example, 他们不住在这里了. 他们不住在这里了, which means they don't live here anymore. They don't live here anymore. Right, so here, as you notice, English marks a negative change of state, or something is no longer the case, by using anymore. But in Chinese, we just simply add le at the end of the sentence to show the change of state. So here, for the first part, I have some tasks for you. How do you translate these 2 sentences into Chinese? The first part, he doesn't like you anymore. Oh my god, that's so sad. I'm sorry. He doesn't like you anymore. And the second one, he doesn't like you. Wow, he doesn't like you. Right, so please drop your comments down in the comment sections. Let me see whether you got the correct translation. I'm sure you can make it after watching my videos. Right, let's take a look at the second usage, which is to combine verb le with sentence le. And also, when you were watching my last 2 videos, you might be thinking, can I put sentence le and verb le together? And now the answer is yes. And this actually happens quite a lot in daily Chinese conversations. So such a sentence expresses both completed action by using verb 了 and change of state by using sentence 了. So it means something like, it is now the case that this has been completed. And it mostly expresses what has been completed up to now or so far. So here are some examples of double 了 sentences. The first one, 他已经吃了8碗面了。他已经吃了8碗面了。Wow, that's a lot. So in English, it means he's eaten 8 bowls of noodles. He has eaten 8 bowls of noodles. So the first 了，吃了 which is put right after a verb, so that's the reason why we call it as verb 了, and it means he has eaten. It means the completion of the action eating. And the last 了, it is used to indicate that he can't eat any more noodles. So the first one to show the completion of the action eat, and the last one is used to show that he can't do it anymore. Right, let's take a look at more examples. 你已经花了太多钱了。你已经花了太多钱了。As you can hear, I'm using a complaint intonation. So here it means you've spent too much money. You've spent too much money. So here with the first 了，花了 it means has spent, and the last 了 it is used to show that you can't spend too much money anymore, to show the change of state. Right, the next example. 他们已经跑了2个小时步了。他们已经跑了2个小时步了。Which means they have been running for 2 hours. They have been running for 2 hours. And it means they can't run anymore. Right, so according to the English translation, as you can see, it indicates that they shouldn't keep running anymore. Right, the same here, a quiz for you. How do you translate this sentence into Chinese? I've already eaten 3 pieces of bread. I've already eaten 3 pieces of bread. I'm sure you can make it. Please show your answer down in the comment section. Right now, you might be wondering, can you put 2 le's in the same place? Like I said, the answer is yes. But the pronunciation of this one will be changed. Before talking about this, you need to know the usage of 了 with different pronunciation. Let's move on to it. So here, this character is pronounced as liǎo. Read me, liǎo. So this kind of liǎo is completely and utterly different from all of the usage we have mentioned in this video or in the previous videos. So if you look up this liǎo in a dictionary, you might find it means finish or complete, but it's not really the case. So it's easier for you to understand it with some examples. Right, let's look at some examples. The first one, 我做得了。我做得了。Which means I can do it. I can do it. And it's equal to 我会做. But if you say 我会做, actually it sounds less native. It makes sense, and we do say it in our daily life. But if you want to show your native Chinese, it's better for you to use the first one, 我做得了, and it will sound very, very native. Trust me. Right, so the next example, 我受不了. 我受不了. Which means I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And also it is equal to 我无法忍受. 我无法忍受. But the second one sounds very, very literal and less natural. It's better for you to use the first one, 我受不了, with the complaint intonation. Alright, so according to the above examples, you might have a slight understanding of verb 了, and this is attached to verbs. That's the reason why I called it as verb 了, and it is used to give more information about the action. And 了 is used to indicate the potential for an action to be successful, and that is indicates whether the action can or can't be done. More examples. The first one, 我觉得他们来得了. 我觉得他们来得了, which means I think they'll be able to make it. I think they'll be able to make it. Look, the last one, liǎo, which is used to show the success of the action, make. The next example, 这么多饭，你吃得了吗？这么多饭，你吃得了吗？ Oh my god, that's so exaggerating. Which means there's so much food. Can you eat it all? So look, 吃得了，得了. As you can see, 得了，得了，得了. We normally put 了 right after 得. So here, when it's pronounced as 了, like I said, it should be combined with either 得, which means can, or 不, which means can't. So 得了 after a verb, which it means the action can be done. Whilst 不了 means that the action can't be done, basically to emphasize the ability to do something. Of course, we have some other occasions when we pronounce this character differently, but it's quite difficult and with totally different usage. I'm going to make some other videos about it. Right, so let's take a look at the last usage, which is to put le, two le's together, and they have two different pronunciations, and they are pronounced as 了了, 了了. Oh my god, that's so funny. So, which means 了 can also appear together with the sentence 了. Just now I said 了, when you pronounce as 了, it is called verb 了 because it's right after a verb. And when you pronounce this character as 了, we normally call it as sentence 了. So we basically combined two le's, combine the verb 了 with sentence 了, and verb 了 is pronounced as 了, and sentence 了, which is still 了. Right, this indicates that an action can now be done, which is the verb 了, 了, or cannot be done anymore, like I said, 不了, which combines the ability with the change of the state. Ability, pronounced as 了, the change of the state, pronounced as 了. So every time when you see two le's put together, you have to pronounce them as 了了, 了了, the first one, 了, the second one, 了. Right, I'm going to show you some examples. 我受不了了，我受不了了, which means I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand it anymore. Right, so here, as you can see, we use the last le to emphasize not anymore. The first one, 了, to show that I'm not able to do it. The first one to show the inability. The second one is to show the change of the state. I can't do it anymore in the future. Right, so another example. 我吃不了了，我吃不了了. So which means I can't eat any more food. I can't eat any more food. So like I said, the first 了, 不了, it is used to show the inability to eat. And the second one, the last one, 了, it is used to show the change of the state, to show not anymore. And also, if you delete the last 了, which means 我吃不了, 我吃不了, just to simply emphasize the inability. Right, another example. 我瘦了这么多，这条裤子我现在穿得了了。我瘦了这么多，这条裤子我现在穿得了了。Which means I've lost so much weight, I can finally wear these trousers right now. Or from now on. So as you can see, the first one, wow, there are three liǎos or three le's in this sentence. So the first one, 我瘦了这么多, the first one, 了. I'm going to give you 2 seconds to think about the usage of the first 了. 看一下，瘦, which means lose weight. As you can see, the lose is a verb, so this is a verb 了. And the second one, 得了. Oh, you can see it is put after 得, so it is used to show the ability, 得了, so you have to pronounce it as 了. The last one, 了, which is used to show the change of the state. From now on, I can do it. Right? Alright, so this is all about today's video. I'm so happy to finally talk about Chinese with you. I can't express how happy I am. Oh my god. And so please drop your comments down in the comment sections for the translations and for anything. I'm so happy to see you all guys again here still. Right, so see you the next time. Bye bye.